Hey there guys, welcome back to their Southside Noob video. Today we're taking a look at Seth, a very high tier character in Street Fighter 4. We're going to take a look at all of his basic combos, all of his mix-ups, all of his fun stuff that I feel is necessary to start playing him. So without further ado, we'll get right into it. I'll start with his mobility. Seth's a crazy fast guy. Just has so many good tools to move about the screen, ranging from teleports to a very good dashes. Just all kinds of fun stuff to help him fly about the screen, which is, I believe, his primary reason for having such low health. The major disadvantage to playing Seth, I'd say the only disadvantage to playing Seth, is that you start with a significant less health than other players. So this can be very dangerous because his stun's a little bit lower, and it's going to get you in a little bit trouble, especially if you drop a lot of combos. He's not a good person to start playing. I'd recommend him for like high level players to average level players. He's going to be the character for you because he relies very heavily on not dropping combos and really playing with your opponent's head because you're on wake up. He's a very powerful guy, so that's basically what you're going to be doing with him. So let's take a look at his normals, how we get this done. His jab is very good. Combos to itself, no problem at all. Combos to medium punch is going to be for your bread and butter. His light attack, or his light kick, very good as well. Combos to itself, combos to everything for you. Well, not everything, but it's going to get to your jab, which is going to be your primary source of damage there. And so that's pretty much it. His light kick is not a bad poke on its own. It's very fast, but really he's got better stuff. You can't be risking to with Seth to trade. Any trade is going to be a bad trade for you. So you want to stick with what's going to win for you, like those jabs and that light kick is going to be your best success there. So moving right along to his medium attack, his medium punch is going to be generally how you get to your main combo, which is going to be those kicks there. Unlike most characters, you really can't get to sonic booms, to fireballs very easy. Like, see, that was a 2-hit there, but if you're at the wrong range, you're not going to see that combo. So you're going to be eating ultras from that, you're going to be eating uppercuts, so you got to be really careful. Medium punch as well, you're not going to be seeing that 2-hit combo at some ranges. You will at other ranges, so kind of know when it's safe to throw it if you want to, but really you want that fierce punch. Oh, not crouching, I'm sorry. That fierce punch like that. That's going to be the one that's going to be your safe go-to move. But if you're out of range, you're going to see these hands come out, so you got to be careful. So his mediums are a little bit different than most characters for that. But his medium kick, far-standing medium kick, is very good. Very good range, very good speed. This is a great poke. It's one of your primary poke tools to keep people away, make them jump at you. This is going to be a great way to keep them out. That fierce kick, kind of in that same boat. More damage, more startup, more recovery time. But kind of bigger payout on that poke. It's 90 damage. Some good stuff coming out of there. But really, these are going to be your my favorite far range poke tools. The medium kick isn't bad, but again, it's not going to have that range you're looking for. But you can get sometimes some chip damage on a lot of characters who can't do anything about this. As far as the medium punch, very fast medium punch. Again, very good range too. It doesn't quite match that medium kick, but it's very fast. That's kind of the trade-off. It's a little bit quicker, and I do have a little bit more success with this one as well. But this is not special move cancelable either. So let's get into his fierces now. He's got a great poke in this fierce punch, kind of that he's borrowing from Dalsum there. It goes full screen. My favorite use for this is during a fireball fight. It's just an extra tool to help you get an edge on your opponent. So if you can read when they're going to throw a fireball, throw that out. That'll stuff that. This is why he wins a lot of fireball fights, or I should say one reason out of many that he wins a fireball fight. So that's going to be one of your tools in your arsenal there. Let's see, the crouching crouching fierce punch he borrowed from Abel there. This is going to be a great way to get some extra combo damage. This is my favorite move as far as a punish, because you're going to get resets after that. We'll talk about that later. His fierce kick, we already talked about this one, why it's good. The sweep is very far range, so that's not bad either. We're looking at medium kick there. It's a little bit less than that, but it's still very good. And Seth loves knockdowns, especially in the corner. We're going to talk about why later, but just know that if you want a free knockdown, that's not a bad way to get it. Moving right along. And now we talked about all his normals that I think are good. He's got some more like the standing medium kick that's cancelable, but really I don't recommend these. I just recommend sticking with those jabs. They're a lot faster. You don't want to be risking those trades again. He doesn't have an overhead, which is crazy to me. I think as someone who has everything, they gave him this one instead. It's you neutral jump, but right as you do that, you hit down and medium kick, and get the head stomp. That's an instant overhead. and you can actually, it's not, you can't combo from it, but you can get some tricky stuff from there. That's kind of his overhead. But unlike most characters, he doesn't have a standard like forward medium punch overhead like most characters. Let's see. Let's talk about his air normals next. He has a great air game. Seth's air game is extremely powerful. We'll start out with his neutral jumps first. This is kind of the most boring section, I'd say. This fierce kick is very good. You can get to your medium kick from here to get to some combos. This is going to be one of your best range options. The medium punch has one of the better downward hit boxes, so if you think they're going to be crouching, this is a good option to hit those crouching opponents. And the fierce punch has got a great hitbox on it as well. So this is a great option to try to beat anti-airs and all that kind of fun stuff. Anything else I don't really like. This one looks like it should cross, but like it doesn't. Like if they try to dash under you, so I don't really recommend that one. Really, just those three. And for the most part, you can just stick with the kick. For the most part, I have the most success with that one. As far as jumping normals, if you're looking for a cross, you're looking for that fierce kick. That's your standard cross. You're gonna have the most success crossing with that. The light kick is gonna be a cross for you as well, but it's harder to combo after that. You have to hit it really low. Generally, this is a mix-up for his like Zangief style grab, and so that's the primary use for that, is because it looks very similar to that fierce kick. If you see here's the light, that foot is almost extended the same way, but they're very different timing for the grab. So that's one good use for that. In the corner as well, you can fake cross with that light kick, and that can be extremely tricky for someone who's as cross heavy as Seth. The fierce punch, again, great hitbox on this. For air to air, I win with this a lot. The medium kick, if you're looking for maximum range, you're looking for that medium kick, because that's going to outrange the fierce. But that's really all the notable normals, except for the air to air battle. You want to try to hit this medium punch as often as you can. Look at the damage coming out of this. 215, that's not even the best part. It's that reset when they hit the floor. That's why that is so powerful. Because yeah, the 215 damage is not bad, but it doesn't compare to the potential on that reset. Great. So I think that's about it for his air, except for his head stomp. So this one is great. Here's a good example of a tricky way to use it. You can go ahead and hit that, and then cross with it. Absolutely crazy. It is so hard to block that, even if you know it's coming. So on people who don't have a strong uppercut, that is a great option for some mix-up. You can also choose in the corner not to do that right away. Do another head stomp, then do it. Just absolutely phenomenally tricky stuff there. We already kind of showed one combo you can do with it. As the wake-up tool, or as on a overhead tool, you can dive kick after. Or you can just do like a standard fierce kick. That's fine as well. You get some combos going on from that. So that's really all I got on the head stomp. It is really important though. We'll go over it a little bit more in the combo section later. But he's got some great stuff from there. So we'll get right into his other special moves now. Let's go ahead and lead with Sonic Boom. It's not the best combo move like Ryu's, where you can just like medium kick fireball. Really gonna be looking for that fierce punch to fireball. That's gonna be some of your best stuff there as far as combos go. But the damage on it's not bad. It's kind of standard, 60 damage, kind of average. But really in a fireball fight, it has very little recovery. It's pretty quick. You can even do the slow one, so that's fine. You can get some tricky mix-ups from here using your shoot. See, Ryu had to block that on the side that Seth's on currently. So if you cross with your teleport, he has to block that where Seth, like, just like if I was to throw a punch now, he has to block that way. It's not whatever way the fireball's going. And so that's really tricky stuff though. So it's going to confuse a lot of new players. Alright, so that's one good mix up with the fireball there. But really he has so many good options from that. So just, he can follow it in with the dash, because his dash is really good. He's got all kinds of good stuff. Throwing this out, letting them jump over it, and then uppercutting them is a great anti-air. That's just some basic fireball tricks. It works with anybody, but Seth's really excels because uppercut is so strong. That's all I got for you on the fireball, though. It's not too much fancy stuff there. Your standard combo for that is just going to be just like that, the jab first. I'm going to go over that more detail in the combo section. Let's see. Next special move on our list here is our little spin kick there. Looks like you borrowed some of that from Gen. It's going to be your standard combo move. He's got 4 different versions of this, just like any other move. That's the light, that's the fierce, and we got our EX. Only use the EX, really, to go through fireballs. Other than that, if you notice the damage on it, 120. Notice damage on the fierce, 150. So the EX doesn't even do more damage. Really, just to get those fireballs. That's really all you're looking for the EX. As far as combos are concerned, let's turn Ryu on auto block. If you do a medium punch to fierce, it will not hit. He's not going to have the recovery time. You have to use the medium. You can use the light as well, but really the medium's going to do the best damage for you. In the corner, you can follow this up with some fun stuff. For example, the head stomps there, so you can get some more combo damage with that. Very important to note on this move as well. Look how far Ryu goes. And then just a couple of these, you're going to get them in the corner. And getting them in the corner is very important for Seth's game, so that's why you want to hit this so often. Alright. I think that's about it for that move. I don't want to get into any more detail on that one. It's got some weird properties. If you think they're going to backdash, that can be a fun tool to use. But it is very punishable. If he blocks this, you're going to eat a combo every time. So don't throw this out if he's blocked. So for example, like that. That's going to get you comboed every time. So be really careful. And don't try to guess those fireballs unless you are for sure he threw it, or try to react to it. Because that EX1 will get you punished as well. Let's see. Next special move. This is one reason he's so good, is because of this grab. So this grab works a lot like Zangief's. It's not going to have the range of Zangief's, but it is going to have the speed. And so it does grab other grabs. So if Ryu tries to grab you and you do this grab, you're going to win as Seth. It's very good. It doesn't have a lot of damage. It's only, I think it's like 120 for the light and 150 for the fierce there. The EX does the most damage. It also has invincibility. So if you think Ryu's going to throw a jab or like a fierce punch, you're going to win with the EX. Where you might lose with the other versions. So the EX is when you want to throw it there. So that's very good. You are going to lose to things like uppercuts though, so be really careful on that. Certain moves are going to beat it. Certain moves like, I don't know, example might be Juri's medium kick. It counts her as airborne, so you're going to lose to this grab. So just be a little careful. It follows all the same grabs as Zangief's. The reason it's so deadly though, because if Zangief had this grab, it'd be garbage. He wouldn't use it. He'd use his other grab. The reason being is because it has no range, so you got to be careful on the range. The light does have the most range, so I recommend always using the light because you're only looking at 20 more damage, and for the risk of not hitting it. And the reason you're going to land this so often is because of your crazy speed. So that's why if Zangief had this same dash, he'd be the best character in the game. It's because that dash is so quick. And after like mix-ups, like people would never expect a grab right there. So just using that grab effectively and in different situations. I'll give you some just good ways to land the grab. After this kick here, go and do a speedy teleport. Oh, and if they choose to do a quick stand, you can just grab instantly, and you're going to get them pretty much every time unless they choose to uppercut. So that's a great way to land the grab. After a little, he has to block, I guess. Let's just delay it a little bit. After like little light kicks like that is a great time to land it. Just like Zangief, you can do little tick throws. Make sure they're blocking, and then once they start blocking, go ahead and punish them for that block with a grab. So then the range is a little bit further than you might think with the light. So go ahead and you can even get like 2 jabs. I don't think you can get 3. Yeah, you're gonna just probably still want to stick with 2. That's all I got for you on the grab. Really, that's a giant part of his game, though, is, because he has one of the best uppercuts, and he's got one of the best grabs, and that's colossal in your opponent's wake-up decisions. Alright, moving right along. Let's go to his uppercut next. Uppercut is very good. If I'm not mistaken, it's really one of your only anti-airs. You're going to be using this as your primary anti-air, but really it's not its only function. It's a very powerful uppercut. It beats most uppercuts out there. The reason you use EX, if you feel that Ryu's going to throw his uppercut, then you throw your EX uppercut. That's really what it's used for, is to beat other uppercuts. After you land it, you can choose. If you land the EX uppercut, this is a weird combo. You can actually, if you have 3 meters, throw out the EX one of this. Because notice that this takes 2 meters. It's one of the only moves in the game, maybe the only move in the game that takes 2 meters. So some pretty crazy stuff there. Really important to know. Let's put him on block for a second. I want to demonstrate how much. I want to show you guys how much damage just blocking this is. That's 25 and then 20. So that's 50 damage for blocking this. If you have a couple meters, you can do it twice. So that's going to be 90 damage. So a lot of times you can close out a match just with this little trick here. That's all block stun, so you can't do anything about this. You just have to take that guard damage. And if you have even more meter, you can just do this until you're out of meter or he dies, whichever comes first. So some really, really good stuff there. So that uppercut is very good. Notice it hits twice. You want to cancel it on that second hit so you get the most guard damage. You could cancel on the first, but really you don't want to do that. You want to try to get that maximum guard damage you can. I think that's about it for his uppercut. Let me just demonstrate really quick. I think I already have him set to jump. That's how you do it. You want to wait. You don't want to do it too early. If you do it too early, you might get kicked. So you want to wait until Ryu's nice and low. It's going to get you the most damage there. 150 for an anti-air is not that bad. So look at some good stuff there. That's really it. It's a great wake-up tool. It's a great anti-air. That's really what it's used for. It's not really heavily used in combos. Alright, moving right along, let's talk about his teleport. His teleport is a great defensive tool. It's not an offensive tool. So for example, if Ryu's running away from you, time's running out, you want to get to him quickly, I never recommend using a teleport. It's just not a good advancing forward tool. What it's used for is if Ryu gets you knocked down or is pressuring you, you can teleport and get out of there. And that's really what it's used for. People will sometimes read that you are going to teleport, and they will do a some kind of punish move. Like Ryu might throw an EX Fireball and try to catch you from across the screen, or I don't know, Goken might do his little palmy move and try to hit you. And so really don't be predictable on these. And sometimes your best option is to go behind them if you think they're going to try to rush you. And just kind of, you know, learn which one to do. Try to mix it up. Don't try to always use that backwards one, or you might be getting punished. But really just stick with that backwards one unless you're being punished for it. Like, so if, for example, if you play with the same friends every time and they start punishing you for this, then mix it up and use the other one. You're going to notice you're going to have a lot of success with that. I think that's it for the teleport. Very simple teleport. Works like anyone else's. You're invincible in the startup, but afterwards you have a lot of recovery, so be a little bit careful. What haven't we talked about yet? Our Tandon Engine here. This is a great move. It's unique to Seth. There's no other real move in the game like this. It pulls them into you. After this is finished, you can pretty much combo with whatever you want. I recommend just a medium punch for our beginning players, just to get some solid damage there. In the corner. Oh man. There we go. In the corner you can go finish up with something like this and then get your resets going, but really what this is designed for, I believe, to catch people who are backdashing. So on wake up, if you're fighting a Rose player who always backdashes, just go ahead and throw that out there, and when they wake up, you'll go ahead and catch that backdash. But also, you know, catches normal, so a lot of stuff like that too. But really how this gets punished though is if Ryu chooses to jump at you. So if you start this as Ryu starts to jump, you're going to eat a full combo every time, so be very careful on how you use that. Really try to use it sparingly. If you use it a lot, people are going to start reading it and punishing you for it. Alright, did I miss a special move? I don't think so. I think we got all of them there. Alright, let's get right into his combos now. He has so many combos. We're only going to do a couple. The ones I use primarily in my matches. Starting with, this is the best, most important combo, is your hit confirm combo. You're going to hit confirm. Oops, oh man. I drop it, of course. Here we go. Nice hit confirm combo. Not too heavy on the damage, as you can see there. In the corner, you are going to be able to get a little more damage out of this. I wasn't in the corner all the way. You get a little more damage because you get the head stomps, but really important because you get that reset, and you get another chance to do some combos there. His other very important combo is the fireball combo. Just learning how to cancel these fireballs, and once you know it's hit, go ahead and finish that fierce little spin kick there. That's going to be a lot of damage for you. And again, if you do that same combo, you get that extra damage in the corner. So again, that combo potential kind of come into play now. He's got a lot of high damage combos because of if you want to spend a little bit of meter. Let's see, other good combos. If you get a chance to punish in the mid screen, of course I mess it up. There we go. And another chance to get that reset. You can choose to cross under. You can choose not to. So some great reset potential there. You can also just choose to do a grab when he hits the floor. So that's some great options there. Let's see if I can get the grab on them. Yeah, just like that. And so really his only option to get away from that is to uppercut or backdash. So, and again, we got a way to get the backdash, and we got a way to beat the uppercut. And so some great options there for Seth. That's why he's so powerful. He has an answer for everything. That's why he's so good. I think that's about it for the combos, guys. I don't really want to get into too much detail on the combos. He's got so many. But the ones I showed you are my favorite that I try to land consistently in all my matches. Let's talk about his Ultra 1 really quick. This is the one I recommend for beginning players only because it's such a solid anti-air. When beginning players are fighting each other, usually there's a lot of jumping involved. And so if you're able to catch that jump, the timing is so lenient. You're able to hit this all the time. It works on most characters. Ryu's a bad example because he can do an EX Tatsu in the air. But really, any other character is really consistent. Full screen, it gets fireballs, it gets everything. So there's a lot of good stuff there. Let's make Ryu throw a fireball. Alright, so in a fireball fight, you got a few good options here as Seth. What you want to do is go and use that fierce punch a lot. You're going to notice that as Ryu starts a fireball, I'm going to get a counter hit. So it's a great poke tool. Another good option is go ahead and try to get that wall jump. But again, for that you really have to predict a fireball. You can't react to it. So it's got to be a prediction. See, so you got to be a little psychic for that one. Or just read your opponent. Another good option, I think we talked about earlier, that kick there. That is more of a reaction. In the corner you can get some extra damage out of it. What else does he have? He's got just standard jump-ins. Another great way to get around fireballs. Is there anything else? Oh, if you want to avoid a little bit of guard damage, you can teleport. That's not a bad option either. Focus and backdash, focus and forward dash. Very good options. And again with that Zangief grab, even more devastating. So do not be afraid of fireball characters with Seth. You got so many tools. So many tools to get around fireballs. Anything else I can think? Oh, shoot. Sorry, my fault. Oh, man. I always hit this in real matches. Oh, I just want to land the Ultra so I can end the video. It's the last thing. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. So, that's the last thing he's got against fireballs. I think that's all that I know about Seth. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope this, if you don't know how to fight against Seth, I hope this video helped you because really he is very, very powerful. Just try to, his pokes aren't the best in the world, so that's really your opening on him, is to try to get him in that poke range and out poke him. But again, he's got some good pokes, but it can be done. That's where you're going to get your work on Seth, is in this range. Because if you're trying to get your work in very close, he's going to beat you every time with uppercuts. He's going to beat you every time with that grab. And that Tandon Engine. He's got too many options. Don't try to get close to him, because he should win that close range game with you. Alright, so you want to stay kind of at that midsection range, but at the same time, don't play the fireball game with him either, because for those reasons we discussed, he's going to dominate you in a fireball fight. Alright, I think that's all I got for Seth, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it.